Right, guys, welcome to today's game. It is the All Blacks and Wales battling it out here at the Millennium Stadium, or the Principality Stadium as it's known these days. So it's going to be an absolutely great affair here between the two sides. I can't wait for this game to start and really looking forward to a great battle between the two sides today. So without further ado, let's get this Wales side on the screen for you guys to have a look at. And you can see there in the front row, Gareth Thomas, Ken Owens and Thomas Francis in the front row, Will Rowlands and Adam Beard in the lock combination, along with Justin Tipuric, Tommy Raffle and Lupi Faletau in the loose trio. Then the halfback combination of Thomas Williams and Gareth Hanschcomb. Then on the wingers we've got Rio Dyer and Lewis Rees-Zammit. Rio Dyer making his debut today. And then in the midfield, Nick Tompkins and George North battling it out against the All Blacks. Then on fullback, we've got Lee Halfpenny back into this Wales side and really looking forward to this game. And quickly going to have a look at the All Blacks team lineup for today. We've got Ethan de Groot, Cody Taylor, Tyrell Lomax in the front row with Sam Whitelock and Scott Barrett in the lock combination. Then Shannon Frizzell, Dalton Papali'i and Artie Sevilla in the loose trio combination, with the halfback combination of Aaron Smith and Richie Mohanga. Then on the wings, Caleb Clark and Sevu Rees. Midfield combination of Geordie Barrett and Rico Ioane. And then at fullback, Bowden Barrett. Then on the bench, Samisoni Takiao, Ofa Tuangafasi, Fletcher Newell, Tupou Vai, Akira Ioane, Brad Weber, David Avili, and Anton Leonard Brown. Really looking forward to this game. The Wales bench, we haven't mentioned Ryan Elias, Nicky Smith, Dylan Lewis, Alwyn Jones, Chris Chunza, Kieran Hardy, Reese Priestland, and also Owen Watkin then. So a formidable bench then there for Wales, as well as we are about to see the Wales side come onto the field as well. So looking forward to this game and can't wait for it to actually start, as this is one of the games that I've been looking forward to the most over this weekend, and it's going to be a really good game between the two sides. I can't wait to see what the result is going to be. It's been ages since the last time Wales have managed to beat the All Blacks, 1953 to be exact. So a massive game awaits this Wales side today. But let's get up the scoreboard as we are going to get ready for this game between the two sides. It is Wales up against the All Blacks, and it should be a really good game between the two sides. As Wales make their way onto the field, let me know in the comment section who you guys think is going to win this game. Obviously, I am going to think with my head, and I do believe that the All Blacks will be too strong for this Welsh outfit today, even with them struggling the way that they are this season. They are still rugby champions, rugby championship champions, and Wales have not been in great form themselves. But again, they're playing at the Principality Stadium, so anything can happen at the end of the day. Both teams on the field now as we're going to get ready for the national anthems to take place. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the stream. Like always, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. But it's going to be a massive occasion. I'm just going to take a quick break, but when we do come back, we will be doing the live game between the two sides. Right, guys, we are back then as the Wales side just having a look at a clip there from Eddie Butler, just respecting the player 1957 till 2022, as well as Phil Bennett, also 1948 till 2022. So two big legends gone there for Welsh rugby, Eddie Butler as well as Phil Bennett. So Wales will definitely take this game and give it to these two players. So hopefully that will fire them up for this game as well. It's going to be massive as we are getting ready for the national anthems from both sides here. As we're starting with the All Blacks one. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to show any audio or footage. So unfortunately, we won't be able to show you guys any footage of that. But we're in for a really good game here between the two sides, and hopefully it's going to live up to the expectations. We are going to quickly go through the team lineups just one more time for you guys. For those of you who have missed the team lineups, here it is for Wales again. We've got Gareth Thomas, Ken Owens and Thomas Francis in the front row. Will Rowlands and Adam Beard in the lock combination. Justin Tipuric, Tommy Raffel and Talupi Faletau in the loose trio. Then a halfback combination of Thomas Williams and Gareth Anscombe. On the wings, we've got Rio Dyer and Lewis Rees-Zammit. Then in the midfield, Nick Tompkins and George North, as well as Lee Halfpenny at fullback. Then on the bench, we've got Ryan Elias, Nicky Smith, Dylan Lewis, Alwyn Jones, Bryson Chunza, Kieran Hardy, Reece Priestland and Owen Watkin. So a very good Welsh side here. Especially look out for the likes of Tommy Raffel, Talupi Faletau and Justin Tipuric in a loose trio. Could cause a lot of trouble. And then Gareth Anscombe, native New Zealander, now playing for the Wallabies. So he'll have a point to prove as well. And then the strong, formidable combination of Tompkins and North. But the most exciting players probably Rio Dyer and Lewis Rees-Zammit in this Welsh lineup. If we go and have a look one more time at the All Blacks team lineup, Ethan de Groot, Cody Taylor, Tyrell Lomax in the front row. A very, very strong front row for them. Ethan de Groot becoming one of the best loosehead props in world rugby. And then Cody Taylor with his experience in Sam Whitelock and Scott Barrett in the lock combination. Dalton Papali'i, Shannon Frizzell and Artie Sevilla in a loose trio combination. Then halfback Aaron Spin and Richie Mohanga, probably one of the best halfback combinations in world rugby. Then Caleb Clark and Sevu Reece on the wings, with Geordie Barrett and Rico Ioane in the midfield, and Bowden Barrett completing the team lineup then. On the bench, Samisoni Takiao, Ofa Tuangafasi, Fletcher Newell, Tupou Vai, Akira Ioane, Brad Weber, David Havili and Anton Leonard Brown. Players to look out for in this game. Definitely the likes of Vardy Sevilla, Richie Mohanga, Caleb Clark, but especially Geordie Barrett in that inside centre, who played a remarkable game in his solo test at inside centre last time round. So expecting him to have another massive game at the inside centre berth for them. So without further ado, let's get that scoreboard back on the channel. It is busy with the Welsh national anthem at the moment. So game should start after the haka from New Zealand. So we're about 2 or 3 minutes away from kick-off in this vital test match, where Wales will feel confident to beat the All Blacks for the first time since 1953. And it is very possible indeed. It's one of the games that will stand out for them in an effort to get past this New Zealand side today. We are going to just witness the haka first, and then we are going to go with the start of this game. But incredible moment for both sides as we are going to witness the haka now, and then afterwards we will have the start of the game. So a lot to play for here as we get ready for a massive test match between the two sides. Probably the most important test match in many years between the two sides. Let me know in the comment section who you guys think is going to win this game. I'm going to go with the All Blacks to win this game by between 5 and 15 points today. I just feel that the All Blacks have a point to prove, while Wales, on the other hand, will come out firing. It will be a close first half, but I'm expecting the All Blacks to basically win this game in the last 20 minutes of this game. It will be 1 or 2 tries that's going to separate these two teams. The roof has been closed for this game, so it's going to be an absolutely amazing opportunity to play some running rugby as well, very similar to that of the Southern Hemisphere rugby we have seen in the past. So I don't know if it's going to benefit Wales. We'll have to find out in the next 18 minutes whether they are man up to face this All Black side, and whether they can make history today against this All Black side. But we will have to wait and see. The haka is done now, and we're about to get this game underway here from the Principality Stadium. Again, the starting lineup: Thomas, Owens and Francis in the front row, Rowlands and Beard in a lock combination with Tuparik, Farreltel and Raffle in a loose trio for Wales. Then the backline for them: Thomas, Williams, Priestland, and then, well, Priestland starting at fly-off. I thought that Anschcombe was going to start, so Priestland has been promoted to the starter. Tompkins and North in the midfield with Dyer, Anschcombe at fullback, and then Lewis Rezamet. So it seems like Lee Halfpenny is out of this game. Then for the All Blacks, Ethan de Groot, Taylor and Lomax, Whitelock and Barrett in the lock combination, Frizzell, Sevilla and Papali in the loose trio. Then Aaron Smith and Mohanga in the halfback combination, Ioane and Barrett in the midfield with Clark, Barrett and Rees the back three for this game. So one change to the starting lineup then of the Wales side, with Lee Halfpenny dropping out of the side. Then on the bench, Ryan Elias, Nicky Smith, Dylan Lewis, Owen Jones, Chris Chunza, Kieran Hardy, Sam Costello comes in for the injured Lee Halfpenny then. So we're about to get this game underway. It looks like it's going to be Wales to play from right to left with the kickoff here, as we're about to get this game underway. Good luck to both sides, and may the best team win here today. It is Wales up against the All Blacks, and looking forward to this game here between the two sides. It is going to be Priestland to get this game underway for us. Playing from right to left on my screen, it is Wales to kick this game off, and of course waiting for the referee to blow on his whistle for today's game. Right, just waiting for this game, anticipating the start of this one. It's going to be a massive clash between the two sides, and whoever walks away with victory, it's going to be one to remember, I think, between the two sides. So it's Priestland to get us underway then. It is Wales against the All Blacks, New Zealand. And here we go, guys. There's the start. And it's Wales with the kick-off. And it's a deep kick-in taken by Whitelock inside the 22 now of the All Blacks. Aaron Smith waiting for this one to come out. Controlled well there, now taken up by Cody Taylor. Cody Taylor just setting it up one more time now. Aaron Smith again waiting for this ball to come out. It is Aaron Smith with the box kick over the top, then looking to find touch here, but not going to get it, and into the hands of Anschcombe now. Right on the 10-meter line of the All Blacks now. It's Thomas Williams right on the left-hand corner, gets it out to Ken Owens. Sets it up just up over the 10-meter line. Thomas Williams, now Priestland. Flat pass out to Francis. Good take from him now. Williams again. Priestland. Adam Beard on a loop around. Here comes George North. George North between the 10 and the 22-meter line. Now Thomas Williams gets it out to Priestland. Flat pass out to Will Rowlands. Sets it up nicely for Wales here in the middle of the field. Priestland again now. Tompkins. Gets it out to Anschcombe, tackled by Dalton Papali. Right on the 10-meter line of the All Blacks, but it's going to be a penalty against Wales there for holding on. And great work there done by Dalton Papali to win the penalty. Quickly going through a few comments there. Mr. Fantastic says, fingers crossed Wales have come to play. And then Mursaba says, All Blacks by plenty. Roxanne says, let's go Wales. Mamania says, now Wales to contest. Roxanne says, I'm excited for the Springbok match. And then Mr. Fantastic, a few of the Wales lads look nervous. And then also have a match on my TV, says Roxanne. All Blacks off the boil since the championship. So here we come now, the All Blacks with the attack now from inside Wales territory. Aaron Smith on a 10-metre line. Tyrell Lomax sets it up in the middle of the field for the All Blacks. Comes back again. Here's a chance now for Frizzell. Driven back in the tackle though. Aaron Smith still waiting for it. Slow ball coming back. Throws it straight into the referee. And there's going to be a penalty for offside from Wales. So good opportunity early on for the first points of the game. Very kickable one here for the All Blacks early on. Yeah, Richie Mo'unga signalling that he will have a shot at goal here in the middle of the field between the 10 and the 22 of Wales. Good start then from the All Blacks. Just setting the standard after having to defend for the first minute of the game. Now just laying the foundation for this game. Richie Mo'unga to attempt this kick right in front in the middle of the field between the 10 and the 22 metre line of Wales. 3.5 minutes played. And Richie Mo'unga to put the All Blacks into the lead for the first time in this game. Solid attack from him. And discipline will be vital for this Wales side going forward in this game. The kick from Mo'unga, he struck it well, so 3 points to 0 then. It is the All Blacks leading here after about 4 minutes of play in this first half. Good start then from the All Blacks. Ian Foster being shown on screen there, looking a little bit relaxed here today. Don't know if he's nervous or not. The restart then from Wales. Priestland with the kick-off and another deep one taken by Sevu Reece, brought down by Lewis Rees-Zammit. And now Aaron Smith back. It comes down to Cody Taylor. Sets it up again for the All Blacks inside the 22. All Blacks taking their time at the breakdown to clear this ball. Just trying to play at their own pace at the moment. As Aaron Smith goes to the box kick over the top. Not going to find touch, and Sevu Reece chasing after it. It's knocked on by Anschkom. And here comes the All Blacks now from just outside the 22. It's taken by Jordie Barrett, given up to Ethan de Groot now. Sets it up about 5 metres out from the try line. And now the kick downfield from Jordie Barrett straight into the hands of Anschkom now. Anschkom with the kick, looking for space, but he's going to find Richie Mo'unga inside the 22 of the All Blacks with the kick downfield. And a really good clearance kick all the way up to about 5 metres out from the Wales 22. A good clearance kick from the fly half. Roxanne Sayers says Wales for the win today. Let's have a look if that's going to happen today. Brilliant kick from Richie Mo'unga. So now the throw in here for Wales from just outside their own 22 now. Ken Owens will feed this one or throw this one in. Important first line out for Wales in this game. Goes to the back to Adam Beard. Done well to control that. The maul formed by Wales just outside their own 22. About 5 metres from the right hand touchline. As Thomas Williams goes for the box kick over the top. Not the greatest of kicks. The chase coming, and it's going to come back to the side of Wales now from their own 22. Anschkom slips. Gets the kick away though. And it's not going to find touch. One bounce and into touch. Roundabout between the 10 and the halfway line of the All Blacks. Good clearance kick there from Anschkom. Poor from the All Blacks to let it bounce. But it is going to be a line out now to the All Blacks between or right about on the 10-meter line. Papali throws that ball or gets that ball from the throw-in, and now the All Blacks with a driving maul. France is trying to disrupt this maul from the All Blacks, and Adam Beard as well, just in the way of proceedings for them. Now Aaron Smith needs to clear this one. Aaron Smith on the 10-meter line inside his own half will get this ball out, but it's wobbly from him and it goes into touch. So a quick throw in from Wales then, and here they come through Lewis Rees-Zammit. Zammit gets the pass out to George North, spins out of one tackle, gets it up to just up over the 10-meter line. Now Thomas Williams, Ken Owens, right in the middle of the field. Williams again waiting for it. Comes back Priestland with a little side kick there into the hands of Caleb Clark, but he loses it into touch, and it will be a line out to Wales between the 22 and the 10-meter line. A sloppy cross kick from Priestland there, nearly putting pressure on the Wales side with a very poor kick there. Turned out to work out for them, but they need to be careful to kick away unnecessary possession. So line out to Wales then between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory. Ken Owens with the throw into this line out. 8 minutes played in this match. Ken Owens throws it in to the front to Adam Beard. This time more set up by Wales. Ken Owens controls it at the back. It's starting to move forward for Wales now. No, it's going to go down. Ken Owens off the back now. Here they come to Nick Tompkins, tackled by Dalton Papali'i. Right back to the 10-meter line now, Thomas Williams. Good defence from the All Blacks. Rush defence from them as Tompkins now at scrum half. Gets it out to Ken Owens again. Good support play this time round from Wales. Williams again waiting to clean it out. Adam Beard right in the middle of the field on the 10-meter line. All Blacks might have stolen that. Ardie Savea has picked it beautifully. And now there's a counter-attack opportunity for them. Richie Mo'unga up to the halfway line. He's brought down by Priestland. Now Smith gets it back to Beauden Barrett now. Flat pass out to Ethan de Groot right on the halfway line. Now Papali'i. Papali'i breaks through a couple of defenders and up to the 22 he goes. Straight in the middle of the field, brought down by Thomas Williams. And here comes the All Blacks now. It is Beauden Barrett. Tries to go on his own, about 10 metres out from the try line. Right in the middle of the field. Now Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith with a flat pass out to Frizzell. Now just about 7 metres out from the try line here. And still coming Sam Whitelock now. Pick up and go from Ardie Savea, who started this whole thing just 3 metres out from the try line. Aaron Smith, back it comes to Scott Barrett. Scott Barrett stopped 2 metres out from the try line. Can Wales hold out? Still waiting for it now to pick up and go out to Ethan de Groot. Good defence from Wales again. Wales just holding out here at the moment. 2 metres out from their own try line. Ardie Savea can't get it down, and another go now. And this time they're over the try line, and it's a try time for, let's just see who dots it down. It's Cody Taylor who gets the try for the All Blacks. And 8 points to 0 with the conversion to come. Well, it is what it is. And what a steal on the ground from Ardie Savea. And from there on, the All Blacks counter-attacked. And they were just too good there. Dalton Papali'i making the initial break up over the 22. And you were just never going to stop the All Blacks from there, as Cody Taylor gets the try for the All Blacks. Well-deserved try, and after about 11 minutes of play, it's the All Blacks who strikes first in this game. 11 minutes gone. Conversion coming now up for Richie Mo'unga. Good start to this game for the All Blacks. Just dominating defensively and on the attack at the moment. The conversion from Richie Mo'unga straight through the middle. So 10 points to 0 it is then. 11.5 minutes played in this game. So at this silence the crowd a little bit, Roxanne. I don't have audio from my side though. But what a start from the All Blacks. Just laying the foundation very early on in this one. The restart from Priestland then taken by Frizzell, but he's knocked it on, I think. Yeah, he's knocked it on, so it will be a scrum down to the Wales side, about 15 meters out from the try line. A good opportunity to strike back immediately for Wales. Antoinette Gerber says, hello Guru, how's it going Antoinette, hope you're well. And Frizzell making an unforced error there, knocking that ball on 15 meters out from his own try line. Chance now for Wales to strike back. Jennifer Creel says, why don't you have your Springbok shirt on today? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on after this, Jennifer. Antoinette Gerber says, All Blacks for the win today. So let's see what Wales can do from here on in. Thomas Williams to feed this one in for Wales, and that scrum very sloppy, picked up off the back by Faletau though, and Wales do have possession now inside the 22 of the All Blacks. Slow ball coming back for Thomas Williams. Now Will Rowlands sets it up 5 meters inside the 22 of the All Blacks. Thomas Williams, Faletau again. Quick ball now, Thomas Williams, Ken Owens, right in the middle of the field, 5 meters inside. Now it comes out to Thomas Francis, he's knocked it on, and it will be a scrum down to the All Blacks. Roxanne says, can't make out the little signs there, but a knock on from Wales, and a solid tackle there from Sam Whitelock, just dislodging that ball. Barry says, promising chance for Wales to maybe win. They just need to use the opportunity wisely, and discipline needs to be good. Mr. Guru, what was the score for the Bravehearts? So they won it in the end by, well, what was it? 16 points. So 20, yeah, I can't remember now, to be quite honest, Musabas. But it was a 16-point victory for Scotland in the end over Fiji. So Aaron Smith now to feed this one in then. Scrum goes down. Penalty to the All Blacks. Illegal scrummaging by Wales. And Thomas Francis penalised there. So getting it a double blow. First of all, knocking it on and then conceding the penalty. So the All Blacks now 14.5 minutes played in this game. Kicks this downfield. Finding touch roundabout between the on the 10-meter line of the All Blacks. All Blacks ball to throw in from this line out. Cody Taylor with the throw in finds Ardie Savia. Taken by Tyrell Lomax now. Up over the 10-meter line. Now up to the halfway line goes the All Blacks. Knock on from Ethan de Groot. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Wales side. Right just about 5 meters inside the All Blacks half in the middle of the field. So we're seeing plenty of knock-ons at the moment. Roxanne says, do you want France to win against Australia or Australia to win against France? Well, I've made up my mind early on in before the Autumn Nations Test Series started that I would like to see Australia win all their matches on tour. Just simply because I think they're a much better side than the world rankings are giving them at the moment. And it would just be good for rugby overall if we have a strong Australian side leading up to the 2027 World Cup when they host it. Musabar says Wales will be lucky to get a 0 today. Sorry Welsh, back to the valleys and get Tom Jones to play some ball music. Scrum's not working out for the Welsh at the moment as it's turnover ball for the All Blacks now on another knock on, but a penalty for offside by Wales. and penalty right on the halfway line for the All Blacks. Scrum time just devastatingly poor at the moment from Wales. Roxanne says, I would love France to win Australia, really. 16 and a half minutes played in this game. We're closing down on the first quarter of this game. That one is going to find touch around about 10 meters out from the Wales try line. So 4 penalties already conceded by Wales, 0 from the All Blacks. And a chance now for the All Blacks to just increase that lead with maybe another try 10 meters out from Wales try line. Throw in from Cody Taylor, finds Shannon Frizzell. Now Aaron Smith off the back to Geordie Barrett. Good leg drive from him. Now Smith again. Back it comes now to Frizzell or Adi Sevilla. Spins out of 1 or 2 tackles. Now 5 meters out from the try line. Right under the sticks. Aaron Smith now changes it back inside to Cody Taylor. 5 meters out from the try line. Adi Sevilla gets it out to Shannon Frizzell. Another good leg drive from him, but good defense from Nick Tompkins. Now Sevilla to Whitelock. Going sideways on the All Blacks at the moment. And here they come. Slow ball coming back. Aaron Smith now. Flat pass out to Frizzell again. Still 5 meters out. Here they come through Scott Barrett. Scott Barrett picked up by Adi Sevilla. And driven back in the tackle. Gets it out to Ethan de Groot. Spins out of the tackle. Just a meter short of the try line now. As it's another penalty advantage. And here comes the penalty to the All Blacks. 5 meters out from the try line, right in front of the sticks. Another penalty to the All Blacks, quickly taken by Adi Sevilla. He's just 2 meters out now. Cody Taylor again, he gets the try. And it's a second try for Cody Taylor. The All Blacks now just making mincemeat of this Wales side at the moment. 15 points to 0 with the conversion to come. And definitely not what I expected this game to be like. Jennifer Creel says, what is your score prediction for the Box Island and France Australia? So I think the Box are going to lose, and they're going to lose by between 5 and 15 points, while France will beat Australia by also 5 to 15 points, give or take. Hendrik noted, he says Mackenzie played well this morning for the All Blacks. So 17 points to 0 it is for the All Blacks after 19 minutes of play in this game. 17 points to 0. Is it game over already? As Wales will restart this one then. Priestland with the restart then. It's a high hanging kickoff taken by Whitelock inside the 22 now. Sets it up for Aaron Smith inside the 22. Now they get it out to Cody Taylor again. Still inside the 22 for the All Blacks. As Aaron Smith waiting to get this ball out. Because I do believe it's going to happen, Barry. Playing Ireland away from home, really tough to beat. So here they come again, and now taken by Anscombe on the 10-meter line from that kick. Now Thomas Williams out, it goes to George North. George North sets it up just up over the 10. Now they go Faletau. Faletau driven back now. Here they come again. Tompkins, flat pass to Gareth Thomas. Right in the middle of the field on the 10-meter line. Thomas Williams. Priestland again now. Anscombe. Anscombe isolated, but a penalty to Wales then. Coming in from the side is the call from the referee. So 20 minutes played in this one. And what will Wales do? They need some points on the board, but they need to stay in the contest as well. So Priestland to kick this to the corner then for Wales. And he will find touch about 10 meters out from the All Blacks try line. They need to score here to stay in this game. If they want any chance of still winning this one, they will have to win this one. Marty Otto says, hi, how's it going, Marty? And hello, Timothy. So, 21 minutes played. Can Wales hit back in this game? Ken Owens to throw this one in. Murtabah says, I hope for Australia losing and getting to tier 2 status where they belong. No, man. Here comes the driving maul in from Wales, going sideways at the moment, not making any headway. They will have to get this one out. Taken in by Nick Tompkins, flat pass to George North. Still 5 meters inside the 22 they go. It is Lewis Rees-Zammit has joined the line, but going backwards are Wales on the 22 meter line. Now it's taken up by Will Rowlands again. Up to the 22 now, Nick Tompkins, flat pass out to Adam Beard, pop pass to Gareth Anscombe, and now Rio Dyer, tackled by Rieko Ioane, push back in the tackle. Still they come though, and it's Thomas Francis from just outside the 22 now. Priestland, flat pass now, wide they go, Nick Tompkins, it's Lewis Rees-Zammit. Got past Sever Rees but couldn't get past the second defender. Now Thomas Williams again. Wales losing ground all the way here as Will Rowland slips and falls in the tackle. Comes back again, Adam Beard, Nick Tompkins. Now George North, Ken Owens on the left hand side of the field. Up to the 22 they go. Thomas Williams back again now. Gareth Thomas, Nick Tompkins. Flat pass, Will Rowlands once more. Just outside the 22. Thomas Williams pick up and go, isolated in the process, but Francis comes in for scrum half. Now it's Priestland again, Lewis Rees-Zammit, tackled by Rieko Ioane and Sam Whitelock. 5 meters outside of the 22. Comes again now, Faletau, out Nick Tompkins, George North. Great defence from the All Blacks, pushing them back at the moment. 14 phases, going nowhere. Will Rowlands now sets it up again. Thomas Williams, Nick Tompkins. Nick Tompkins cuts through one defender. Just short of the 22 now. Will this ball come back for them? Thomas Williams now. Flat pass to George North. Just up over the 22 he goes. But isolated penalty advantage to Wales though. And there's the penalty now. Scott Barrett penalised there for not releasing the ball on the ground. Jennifer says, hopefully the Boks beat Ireland to maybe get back into first place instead of third. And then Roxanne says, if New Zealand win, who do you think will be man of the match? My projection is Cody Taylor. So good start from Cody very early on, but it's too early to say. Jennifer Krill asking, will you be commentating Bristol Bears versus Springbok? I absolutely will be doing that, Jennifer. So we have to stop the clock for the first injury break of the game here, as Ken Owens receiving some attention at the moment for Wales. Well, it is what it is at the moment. It's 17 points to 0 here, and Wales do have a penalty from the 22 meter line, so I'm guessing that they will kick this to the corner and set up an attacking line-out. Corey says All Blacks will win by 30 plus points and the Boks will win by 8 plus points. I'm from the future, so I don't mind that one, Corey. If it will happen, it will happen, and I'll be a proud Springbok supporter. But yeah, it's going to be tough in Dublin. Remember the last time the Springboks played there, 38 points to 3 loss to Ireland. So I'm not expecting the same result, but I do expect a victory for Ireland over my beloved Springboks today. But either way, time is back on the clock, and it is going to be a kick to the corner here from Reece Priestland to set up an attacking line out 5 meters out from the try line. Roxanne asks, who's your favourite Springboks player? So at this stage in the Springbok group, I must say Johan Roos. But before Johan Roos was in the Springbok group, it had to be the likes of Malcolm Marx. He's an exceptional player. And Dwayne Vermeulen as well. Me being playing number 8 in the past, so going for that number 8 jerseys. Ken Owens with a throw-in finds Tipperick at the back now. Off the go quickly. It is Nick Tompkins. So it's a beautiful pass to Rio Dyer, who gets the first try on debut here for Wales. Splitting the All Blacks defence to pieces there. and a brilliant try from Wales. Rio Dyer on debut gets his first international try, splitting the All Blacks defence to pieces. Well, 25 minutes in, and what a move. You could argue that there were obstruction there. George North, well, he was committed to the tackle, was the All Black player though, and he just didn't read the tackle there. So 17 points to 5 with the conversion to come. It's Rio Dyer on debut to get his first try for Wales. Anscombe with the conversion right in front. 17 points to 5. Conversion coming up and over it goes. So 17 points to 7 here. It is Wales 7, All Blacks 17 at the moment. But what a try from them, and a beautiful pass from Nick Tompkins. Johannes Payne says, come on Scotland. It's not Scotland, Johannes. Scotland have already beaten Fiji by 16 points today. The restart then from the All Blacks into the hands of Faletau. Faletau now setting it up just outside the, well, inside the 22 then for Wales. Thomas Williams now to clear this one. Goes for the box kick over the top. And Rio Dyer chasing after this. One bounce into the hands of Sam Whitelock on the 10-metre line of Wales. Now Aaron Smith back. It comes now to Richie Mo'unga, to Caleb Clark with the leg drive. Up to the 10-metre line he goes. Aaron Smith. Now it's Bowden Barrett going with a high kick into the air. Well taken by Anscombe. Makes the mark inside the 22. Not a very useful kick there from Bowden Barrett. 27 minutes played in this game. Anscombe now with the kick downfield, and he will find touch right about 5 metres inside the half of the All Blacks. A territory gain of around 30 metres there for Wales. Throw in coming now for the All Blacks, and thrown in. Oh, that is skew surely, but the referee says play on, and it's Geordie Barrett who straightens the line beautifully now. Tyrell Lomax up to the 10-metre line they go. Quick ball, Aaron Smith now. Scott Barrett, Richie Mo'unga, Ardie Savea cuts back inside, just up over the 10-metre line of Wales now. Smith again, back to Rieko Ioane. Rieko Ioane puts his head down, 5 metres out from the 22. Ardie Savea again. He's having a monster of a game early on. Not held in the tackle. Now up over the 22 he goes. Now it's Richie Mo'unga again. Tries to go into the half gap. Can't find one. Now Tyrell Lomax again. 5 metres inside the 22. Right in the middle of the field. Aaron Smith back. It comes Savea. Savea pushed back in the tackle on that occasion. Good counter ruck here from Wales. And they might have just won this. Yes, they have. A penalty to Wales. Coming in from the side for the All Blacks. And great work done there by Faletau and the rest of the Wales side. 28 and a half minutes gone. And Johannes says, you certain it looks like Scotland? No, it's the All Blacks against Wales. Then Jennifer says, what is your favourite club from England, New Zealand and South Africa? Mine are Harlequins, London Irish, the Blues and the Natal Sharks. So, yeah, from England, I would probably say Sale Sharks at the moment, given that there's so many South Africans playing there. And then for the New Zealand side, definitely the Blues. And then from South Africa, definitely the Sharks. And then Corey asks, what do you think of Cheslin Colby on fullback? It could just mean the end of Willie LaRue, you know. I think if Cheslin Colby has a really good game today, and the return of Andre Pollard, Elton Yankees and Willems moving to fullback, it could be interesting to see what's going to happen. But here comes Wales now from the 10-metre line inside the All Blacks territory. Gets the flat pass out to George North. Now sets it up. Nick Don goes into the space. He's up over the 22 and still going. This guy's having a great game at the moment. Now 10 metres out from the try line. It's Priestland flat pass to George North. George North sets it up about 10 metres out from the try line. In the middle of the field, penalty advantage coming. Nick Tompkins again. Now gets the pass out to Anshcombe, but the referee's going to call him back. Forward pass there. Penalty to Wales. Not moving away. Roxanne asks, who's your least favourite Springbok player? Mine is Joseph Ndweba. So, my least favourite Springbok at the moment, given the group that has been given, I would have to say probably, it's so hard. I don't dislike any of them. So, I really can't give you an answer there. If Elton Yankees was in the group, I'd probably say him, but he's not there at the moment. So, penalty to Wales then. And let's see what's going to happen. Johannes Payne says Highlanders, Leinster and Stormers. So Leinster is probably Leicester, Johannes, because the question was asked the English side. Cameron says Madaf Guru. How's it going, Cameron? So Wales have decided to have a shot at goal here, and Anshcombe will try and attempt to put this one over for them. And easy kick then, right in front, puts Wales into the 10-point, the double figures. And it's a 7-point game here after the All Blacks led by 17 points to 0. 9 minutes to play, or 8 minutes to play in this first half. Can Wales hit back in this game? They had a shaky start to this game. Roxanne says your channel is amazing. Thank you, Roxanne. Right, so Wales taking it just outside the 22 here for Wales as Thomas Williams controls that ball at the back. Slowly waiting for this one to come out. Thomas Williams with the box kick over the top then. And waiting for it is Bowden Barrett, beautifully taken on the halfway line as Aaron Smith now, quick ball comes out. Sam Whitelock gets the pass out to Ethan de Groot up over the halfway line. Now Smith again, back it comes to Frizzell. He scored between the halfway and the 10-metre line. It is going to be a penalty then against Wales there. Not releasing is the call against Faletau. Roxanne says there's been a lot of big tackles. And then Jennifer Creel says Elton Yankees is my least favourite. So that kick into touch about 15 metres out from Wales' try line. And a big opportunity for the All Blacks to strike again. Yeah, no clear release in that tackle from Faletau. And that's the reason for the penalty. 7 minutes to go in this first half. Cody Taylor with the throw into this line out. 5 metres inside the 22 of Wales. As he gets the line out throw to Sam Whitelock of the back, Dalton Papali. Now it's Cody Taylor running to about 10 metres out, right in the middle of the field. Again, here comes Tyrell Lomax. All Blacks looking dangerous. Adi Sevilla now. And well held in the tackle there, this time by Wales. Raffle made the tackle now. Smith waiting for it again. All Blacks lining up on the left-hand side of the field through the forwards. Still about 7 or 8 metres out. Scott Barrett puts his head down. Now it's Sevilla again. Just 3 metres out from the try line now. It's Tyrell Lomax. Lomax sets it up now. Cody Taylor waiting. It's Aaron Smith. Gets it out to Dalton Papali. Penalty offside. Advantage offside here. As the All Blacks look to get one again. Now Mohanga with the cross kick here. And it's going to be... Oh, it's beautifully picked in the air by Jordie Barrett. And Jordie Barrett gets the try for the All Blacks. 22 points to 10 with a conversion to come. And what a take in the air from Jordie Barrett. He certainly got the length to go for those kind of kicks. And Rio Dyer, unfortunately, not able to match Jordie Barrett on that occasion. beautifully taken in the air, and definitely one of the moments where the All Blacks would have singled out this Wales side to as a weak point on debut. Rio Dyer. Difficult conversion coming up now. Mr. D asked why Elton. Is it because of his... No. So the reason why I say I don't dislike him, I say he's my least favourite player. I think he's a really good Super Rugby, URC player, whatever the case, but internationally, for me, hasn't proven himself. Cameron says, do you think the next 2 weeks will the real favourites are the World Cup, or will it be a wide open tournament in 2023? So that conversion from Richie Mo'unga has gone to the right hand side of the field. So 22 points to 10 it is at the moment, with about 4 minutes to play in his first half. Yeah, I think it could be a clear indication of what's to come next year at the World Cup, Cameron. The Boks have the potential to drop down to 4th place on the rankings, and that's probably where they should be at the moment, given the results of this year. Right, and here comes the restart then, collected by the All Blacks inside the 22. Aaron Smith now waiting for it. 4 minutes to play in this first half. Aaron Smith with a box kick over the top. And waiting for it is Anchcombe now. Well taken by him. Right on the left-hand touchline. Will they get this back? Yes, Thomas Williams will get it back. Now Ken Owens sets it up on the 10-metre line. Artie Sevilla is going to be penalised there. And it will be a penalty to Wales there. Jennifer said, when I played on Rugby Challenge 4, I got Wales 7, New Zealand 26. And then what do you think about soccer? Not a big fan of football, Roxanne, but I can bet on a couple of games throughout the season if I think there's an opportunity to make money. Cameron says, I'm just happy there's no red cards in the game so far. Yeah, it's been good. It's been a really good disciplined game so far. Johnny Douglas says, Roxanne, no damn, I cannot stand soccer. So Wales now with a line out 5 metres out from the All Blacks try line. Can they hit here before half time? Ken Owens to throw this one into the line out. It's been contested by the All Blacks, but it comes back into the hands of Ken Owens now. 5 metres out from the try line. Thomas Williams now out to Faletau. Sets it about 4 metres out from the try line. Should be a penalty advantage coming soon. But Raffle takes it up now. Here they come again now. Ken Owens. Just 4 metres out from the try line. Sam Whitelock with his hands in there. The ball spills out the back. Thomas Francis having knocked that ball on. No, says the referee. Still play on. Now Thomas Williams gets it back to Raffle. And Thomas Williams now waiting for it. Pick up and go from Gareth Thomas for Wales. 5 metres out from the try line. Francis now with a pick up and go. 5 metres out from the All Blacks try line. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Now it's Gareth Thomas again. All Blacks, it's going to be a penalty against Wales there. Number 1 coming in from the side. And that is a bad mistake from Wales. Jennifer asked, do you think the Boks should replace Italy in the Six Nations? Well, they might as well just do that, but I would love to see Italy grow. I mean, I wouldn't replace them. I will just add the Springboks to a Seven Nations maybe. Roxanne says, Mr. D, rugby is more like WWE, but it's still the best sport ever. So line out now to the All Blacks to about between the 22 and the 10 metre line. Just a minute to go in this first half then, as time on the clock is running down. Overthrown, and Ken Owens picks it up for Wales now, right on the 22 metre line. Now Wales with an opportunity right before half time. A penalty to Wales. And on the 22-meter line. Do they go for goal? Do they kick this to touch? We'll have to wait and see what they decide to do. Still about 30 seconds left on the clock. Do they take the 3 points? Or do they go for touch? They're going to have a shot at goal here, just to reduce that deficit to 9 points here at half time. I would personally would have thought that they would go for the corner, try to go full force and get the 7-pointer. But regardless, then it is going to be a shot at goal from Anscombe with no time left on the clock here. It's an opportunity to put Wales back to a 9-point deficit instead of a 12-point deficit. Roxanne asks, what country are you from? I'm from South Africa, Roxanne. Maybe asking Mr. D that question. N8 says, be a close game, New Zealand by 10. So Anscombe now with this penalty attempt as we go into half time. Anscombe struck it well and it's gone over. So 22 points to 13 at half time. And probably not the result that they would have wanted going into half time. But regardless, it is what it is here. And an opportunity now for the All Blacks to build on this first half performance and go into the second half. Great effort from Wales to try and keep it in this game, but at the end it is the All Blacks leading by 9 points at the moment. We are going to take a quick break, but when we do come back we will be doing the second half of this game, so don't go anywhere, guys. Right, guys, we are back here for the second half, and just to clear things up, Roxanne, I've always left for halftime. I've been commentating from 3 o'clock this afternoon, so with halftime I do take a break, but we are back now, and quickly going to discuss the first half and how it's went so far for them. So quickly going to go through the team lineups just to give you guys an indication of how this first half has gone. If we have a look at the Wales side, a little bit disappointing so far. Gareth Thomas giving away a lot of penalties and just not getting up the mass at the moment against the All Blacks. Ken Owens have had a really good game. Thomas Francis is trying really hard. Then Will Rowlands and Adam Beard had a good start to the game, but has since disappeared a little bit. Then Tuparik, Raffel and Faletau trying valiantly, with Faletau probably being Wales' best forward so far in this game. Then Thomas Williams and Gareth Anscombe now actually at fullback. So Reece Priestland has come in. He's played well so far. So it's one of those things. It's not been a good day at the office for Priestland. I don't think he's had the best of games. But apart from that, Rio Dyer and Lewis Rees-Zammit has been quiet. Rio Dyer getting a try for Wales. Then Nick Tompkins and George North has been really good. Especially Nick Tompkins have been the standout player for this Wales side. And then Lee Halfpenny obviously not playing, replaced by Gareth Anscombe at fullback. Then having a look at the All Black side, who has been really good so far. Ethan de Groot, Cody Taylor and Tyrell Lomax setting the example, with Sam Whitelock and Scott Barrett doing really well in that lock combination. Shannon Brazil, Dalton Papali and Ardie Sevilla has dominated the loose trio quite a bit and doing really well. Then Aaron Smith and Richie Mo'unga, a good halfback combination so far. Richie Mo'unga kicking that ball where it landed in the hands of Geordie Barrett for a try in the corner. So good work from him. Geordie Barrett and Rico Ioane doing well in the midfield, with Geordie Barrett getting that try also just before half time. Then Sevu Rees and Caleb Clark has been a little bit quiet so far in this game, but definitely going to have a lot to prove in that second half. But at the moment, it is what it is. It is 22 points to 13 at half time. So we'll see how the second half pans out. Roxanne also says, I don't think you should ever leave people are just going away. I did say I'm going to take a quick break, Roxanne. So, yeah, sorry about that. Then Mr. D says, Roxanne, what would you like to talk about? And then Angelino says, what do you think is going to win the Rugby World Cup next year, Guru? Do you think there will be any shocks at this stage? So, going by what we've seen so far and building towards that Rugby World Cup, I know France, Ireland, the All Blacks, South Africa, England and Australia have a good chance of upsetting the algorithm and winning the World Cup. I mean, I don't think Scotland and Wales will be able to win it. They won't be able to put in 3 really big games after each other. But as far as the All Blacks, England, France, South Africa and Ireland go, I do believe that they have what it takes to win the World Cup next year. It will be very interesting to see. Roxanne says it's okay, you can leave at half time. Thanks, Roxanne. Need to refresh the throat a little bit at half time and refill the glass and everything. So thank you for understanding. So we're about to get the second half underway. Teams are not yet on the field, so still waiting for the players to come back onto the field. But it's been an incredible first half. The All Blacks just showing why they're such a good team. We're quickly going to have a look at the polls so far. 117 votes. All Blacks leading the way with 20 plus points, saying 31% of the people. A 29% win by 11 to 20. 19% for 1 to 10, and then 21% says that Wales can still upset this game. So it's going to be interesting to see whether they can come back into this game. It's just going to be a moment of magic to be able to do this one. But as for now, it is the All Black in total control of this one. And I just don't see a way back for Wales going into the second half. Unless they can score the first points of the second half, then they might still be in for a chance here. But it is going to be really tough. And I just can't see that they have what it takes to do it at this stage, is this Wales side. So at halftime it is still 22-13. We are going to head into the second half with the All Blacks with a 9-point lead. Roxanne says, are you disappointed when Ireland beat the Springboks in sevens in the World Cup? So I actually didn't watch the Sevens World Cup, so not a big fan of the sevens, but I would watch it here and there. I did follow the results though, and I mean, obviously you would be disappointed if your team loses. So yeah, it is what it is, and expecting a massive onslaught here in the second half between these two sides. The All Blacks leading by 22 points to 13 as we will be going into the second half. So hopefully we'll see this side come back into this game. But if not, then it is going to be the All Blacks to easily win this game at the end of the day. Just want to add the second half thingy for us here. There we go. So we will be heading into the second half with the All Blacks leading by 9 points, 22 points to 13. Came off with a massive lead, 17 points to 0 at one stage. Then Wales fought their way back to 17 points to 10. And then the All Blacks went to score again. And then Wales opting to go for the penalty on the stroke of half time. So we'll have to wait and see how the second half pans out. Let me know in the comment section if you do believe that Wales can get back into this game. So both teams are now back onto the field. So let's take off that half-time thing and bring up the second half marker for us. It is going to be a massive second half here between the two sides. It will be the All Blacks kicking off from right to left here in the second half. 22 points to 13. It's a 9-point lead for the All Blacks. Let's get the second half underway with Richie Mo'unga, Alun Jones on the field for Wales now, as he will be looking to make a difference for this Wales side. His experience is invaluable. So Mo'unga to get the second half underway for us. The referee asking both captains that they're ready, and here we go for the second half of this game. It's a high hanging kickoff taken by Justin Tipperik between the 10 and the 22 meter line in the middle of the field. Comes back to Priestland, who goes high up into the air. Lewis Rees-Zammit chasing after this, but Richie Mo'unga has taken it well. Good tackle by Alun Jones and Lewis Rees-Zammit on him. Now Scott Barrett with a long cutout pass to Rico Ioane. Rico Ioane up to the 10 meter line of Wales now. Aaron Smith, white lock to Mo'unga. Gets caught behind the advantage line. Tackled by Raffle. Pushed back in the tackle there. And here comes Bowden Barrett now. Pushed back in the tackle by George North. On the 10 meter line inside All Blacks territory. Dylan Lewis on the field for Wales as well now. So a couple of changes made by them, and looking to see if they can dominate this All Black side in the second half. Aaron Smith now with a box kick over the top. The chase coming from Caleb Clark, but well taken by Reece Priestland now. Up to the 10 meter line of Wales. Thomas Williams waiting for it. Oh, it's a good counter ruck here from the All Blacks, and they've turned this over. A little kick over the top from Aaron Smith. The chase coming from Geordie Barrett. Anshcombe under a bit of pressure here. Inside his own 22. 5 meters inside his own 22. But Thomas Williams now waiting for it to get up. Finds Falatau. Good set up here from Wales inside their own 22. As Thomas Williams looks to go with the box kick over the top here. Goes with it, and he will find touch roundabout on the halfway line, and it will be a throw-in to the All Blacks. Stephen Lennon says all teams live for the All Blacks. So that is true. Every team tries to win the All Blacks. That is true. Throw in taken Dalton Papali'i now. Caleb Clark setting it up flat pass to Geordie Barrett. Right on the halfway line. Now Aaron Smith, back it comes. It's a wobbly little pass and knocked on by the All Blacks. And now kicked ahead by Thomas Williams. The chase coming now. Back for it is Beauden Barrett. He's under pressure from Faletau. Tackled into touch 5 metres out from his own try line. Here's a chance for Wales. Sloppy from the All Blacks. And Wales now with the first opportunity of the second half to get some points on the board. Yeah, not a great pass from Aaron Smith. Knocked on by Frizzell. Kicked ahead by Thomas Williams. And then the chase coming from himself. Beauden Barrett managed to avoid him, but got the full force of Faletau into touch. Line out now to Wales. Ken Owens finds his jumper and finds Will Rowlands now. Driving ball set up here by Wales. It's Ken Owens controlling at the back, but they'll have to get it up. It's going to be he's going to go himself as Thomas Williams, 5 metres out from the try line. Tipperik now waiting for it, finds Gareth Thomas. Just sets it up again for them. Penalty advantage now for Wales again. 5 metres out from the try line. Faletau again right in the middle of the field. Thomas Williams now. Reece Priestland goes with a little grubber, but Beauden Barrett secures it beautifully. So penalty to Wales again, and in a very kickable position now. They can reduce the deficit to 6 points now with this penalty kick right in front. 4 minutes played in the second half. Wales with the opportunity to get the first points of the second half. Right in front. So Anscombe now to look to add the 3 points for Wales. And it's a good start from Wales. Definitely coming out with fire in the second half. Defending for dear life. Pushing the All Blacks back in almost every tackle in that opening 3 minutes. And then now finally getting the opportunity to put the points on the board. Alfie says met die wedstryd in Japan in gedagte kan enigiets in die wedstryd gebeur. Ek wag maar en kyk lyk of alles terugkom vanaf 17-0. So a great fight back effort here from them as they get that kick over. So 22 points to 16 it is at the moment. And now Gareth Thomas also leaves the field. And on comes Nicky Smith for Wales. Nicky Smith on for Gareth Thomas. Dylan Lewis already on the field. Alwyn Jones as well. So looking to play fire with fire. The restart from Mo'unga is a deep kick in taken by Faletau. Faletau now with the leg drive. Great work from him. Gets the pass out to Thomas Williams. Under pressure now though is Wales inside their own 22. Anscombe with a kick. And he's going to find touch between the 10 and the 22 of Wales. Unnecessary pressure put there on the Welsh side there. And you can't give that with that to the All Blacks. Barry asking, was the 3 points the right decision though? Well, we'll see in a bit. Penalty advantage now for the All Blacks from this line out. So a chance to pull back that 3 points or go for touch. Aaron Smith into the gap. Here he comes up over. Oh, it's a beautiful step. And Aaron Smith is going to score for the All Blacks. A brilliant try for Aaron Smith here. And making something out of nothing. And now you can ask whether that 3 points was the right call. I don't think so. 27-16 with the conversion to come. Well, Aaron Smith, moment of brilliance, throws the little dummy, gets past Reffel, then steps beautifully to outstep Lewis Rees-Zammit there. That is experience for you. 27 points to 16 after about 7 minutes in the second half. Brilliant stuff from the veteran scrum half for the All Blacks. 7 minutes played in the second half. Wales got free and the All Blacks now will have a 7-pointer to show. 29 points to 16. And that might just be the start of the end here of this game. Barry says 3 points was definitely the wrong decision. 29-16, it's a 13-point deficit now. Not a 9-point anymore. And Wales will have to start to really try and get the finishing touch over the bigger sides if they want to be competitive. The restart then, it's been knocked on by the All Blacks, and Faletau collects it for them, not held in a tackle, makes his way up to about 5 meters outside of the 22. The referee's going to blow in his whistle for the knock-on, so it will be scrum down to Wales. Disappointing there from the All Blacks, knocking that ball on from the restart, as they've just went to score. A chance now for Wales to hit back in this second half. Can they make it count? Is the Wales side now. There's going to be a scrum down to Wales, 5 meters outside of the 22. Roxanne Watts score by Aaron Smith. Absolutely brilliant try from him. Thomas Williams now sets it up, and here comes Faletau off the back now. Just short of the 22. Thomas Williams now gets it back. Ken Owens. Thomas Williams again. Alwyn Jones now. Still holding on to that now. Thomas Williams back. It comes to Nick Tompkins. The flat pass to George North, but it's going to be a penalty advantage to them. Tackling the player without the ball. Still they come though, is Wales right on the 22-meter line. Ken Owens. Ken Owens sets it up right on the 22-meter line. Thomas Williams now. Roland Priestland out to Lewis Rees-Zammit. Rees-Zammit up over the 22, brought down quickly. Great counter-ruck from Papali, but it's Faletau who picks it up. Now Thomas Williams again. Back it comes to Alwyn Jones. Alwyn Jones sets it up one more time here. And still coming now through Ken Owens. Thomas Williams again, a little kick over the top. The chase coming from Priestland. The ball spills loose. It's going to be a try to Tuparik. Let's see what the referee decides. The try's been awarded here, but we'll probably have to go back and have a look at it. But 29-21 with a conversion to come. Was there a try scored here? Tuparik is confident that he's got it. It was the challenge in the air. Let's see first of all if Priestland was on site. Yes, he was. Then the challenge in the air. Knocked back by Richie Mohanga. Picked up by Tuparik. And he's got the try. That's a try to Wales. Jennifer says a shame that Kanamuri can't play on his birthday today. But I think a try has been scored here. Momentum has taken him over, surely. Well, are they going to have another look at this now? Probably will have to stop the clock here. But from what I've seen, it looks like a try to Wales. And it will be a real shame if it's not going to be a try. Because really good work done there by them. That ball has gone backwards from Richie Moanga. It's never been touched by Priestland. Then the control of the ball well held by Tuparik. Never knocked that ball on. That is certainly a try to Tuparik. Must be. They're taking way too long with the decision here. Barry says Wales need a much needed try here. I don't see anything wrong with it. It should be a try to Wales here. Well, just having a look there. Momentum has taken him over, surely. They're making a mockery out of this, really. That should be a try to Wales all day long. They're trying to look for any reason not to give this try at the moment, is the TMO, where they should just award this one. There is no doubt from my side that a try has been awarded. Just what Wales need, a try. So momentum has taken him over the try line, surely. If it isn't a try, the ref is stupid, says Roxanne. So they're taking way too long with this decision, and it's starting to worry me a little bit. Definitely momentum has taken him up over the try line, surely. Oh, wait for this. This might be disallowed. No, the try's been awarded. So the All Blacks 29, Wales 21, 29-21 with a conversion to come. Exactly what Wales needed at the moment. And it's Justin Tipuric who gets the try. Who do you want to win, New Zealand or Wales? So, look, well, I always like to back the underdogs to win it, but realistically, I've always said that I think the All Blacks will pull away in the last 20 minutes. So, yeah, it's great to watch at the moment as Anshcombe gets the conversion right in front. 29-23 it is. It's a 6-point game again. With the clock back on as well. There we go. So, roughly about 30 minutes to play in this game. 29-23 it is at the moment. Barry says go Wales. The restart taken by Faletau. And how good has he been in this opening 10 minutes of the second half. Had a really good first half, but playing some really good rugby here in the second half as well. Roxanne says, well, when it's full time I will see in the Springbok game. No problem, Roxanne. That kick over the top and into touch. It goes directly. So we are going to come back all the way back to the 22 for a line out to the All Blacks. Just when Wales hit back, they make a mistake and put the All Blacks in the front foot again. Barry says, I would love to see a Wales upset. How cool will that be, Guru? Absolutely. If they do pull it off, it will be the first time since 1953 that they have managed to win it. The line out taken by the All Blacks. Cody Taylor, flat pass to Geordie Barrett, up over the 22 they go. Now Aaron Smith back to Shannon Frizzell. Pick up and go from Artie Sabia. Now about 10 metres out from the try line. The leg drive coming from Tyrell Lomax. Still they come. Here's the All Blacks 10 metres out. Penalty advantage to them for a high tackle from Wales. Dalton Papali sets it up now. Aaron Smith waiting. Artie Sevilla throws the dummy of his life and nearly pulls away. It's going to be a second try for Aaron Smith. The little pop pass from Artie Sevilla. And I can't believe that anybody fell for that dummy from Artie Sevilla. We've known in the past that he throws the wildest little dummies. But the Wales side actually falling for it on that occasion. Look at that dummy. Wham bam. Nicky Smith falls for it. Faletau makes the tackle, but the offload to Aaron Smith, just a beauty. And it's 34 points to 23. Jennifer says, I can't watch the All Blacks game in my TV, so yet I will see you at the France-Aussie game because I'm watching the Bok game on TV. No problem, Jennifer. And then Roxanne says, you see what I mean? So 34 points to 23 it is then. Aaron Smith becoming the most capped All Black of all time. And getting 2 tries to show for it as well. Richie Mo'unga now with the conversion attempt here. And Wales really disappointing at the moment. Just when they come into the game, they let it slip again. 36 points to 23. And we've still got about 26 minutes to play. Barry says, what the heck? Yeah, that dummy is going to be replayed a couple of times. Chunza now on for raffle. Johannes Payne says, I watch and listen to Guru. Thanks, Johannes. Really appreciate the support. So the restart then taken by Sam Whitelock right on the 22-meter line as the All Blacks set it up again now. Aaron Smith waiting for this ball to come out. It is going to be Smith with the box kick over the top, just looking for distance, and one bounce and into touch it goes, roundabout between the 10 and the halfway line of Wales. 2 tries by Cody Taylor, 2 by Aaron Smith and 1 by Geordie Barrett for the All Blacks in this game. Chunza now on the field for Wales. Player with a lot of hype at the moment is Chris Chunza. Crazy to see Wales get fooled by that. Right to the back they go. Chunza's taken that in, and a penalty advantage now for Wales from that line out. Here they come now. Ken Owens tries to spin out of one tackle now. It's Thomas Williams, Reece Priestland with a little cross kick, but well taken by Caleb Clark. But the referee will call him back for the penalty. Johannes Payne says, welcome to the Guru Babies. Thanks for becoming a member again, Johannes. Really appreciate it. So a penalty from that line out for Wales now. 36-23. It's a 13-point game at the moment. And if they really want to stand any chance of winning this game, they need to be the next team to score a try. As Priestland gets that kick into touch about 15 meters out from the All Blacks try line. That is a really good kick from him. And let's see what's going to happen from here. 36-23 at the moment. Yeah, Aaron Smith has played very, very good today, Roxanne. Definitely up for a man of the match reward. Ken Owens with a throw-in finds Will Rowlands, but it's sloppy off the back now. Thomas Williams recovers it between the 10 and the 22 of the All Blacks now. Big counter ruck here from the All Blacks, but they're going to lose it. Here's Wales has got it. Taken up by the forwards now, and Thomas Williams, back it comes to Priestland. Flat pass out to Alun Jones, gets man and ball on the 10-meter line in the middle of the field. Nicky Smith now. Nicky Smith still going now. Thomas Williams. Back it comes again now. Priestland. Long cut out pass to Rio Dyer. Good defense from the All Blacks. And Sevu Reece nearly up over that ball. Penalty advantage to Wales again. Here comes Thomas Williams. Takes that one quickly and into space he goes. Gets the pass out to Tuparik. 5 meters out from the try line, but he's isolated. But I think there was a forward pass from Thomas Williams to Tuparik, and it will be a scrum down to the All Blacks 10 meters out from their own try line. Roxanne says, I've lost my hope with Cody Taylor. No, it's probably Aaron Smith, man of the match. Johannes says, I don't know why my money's not going off. I only see now I was not in green. But thanks either way, Johannes. I really appreciate the support. So here we come with a scrum down now to the All Blacks. 10 meters out from their own try line. As Cody Taylor and also Tyrell Lomax now leaving the field for Ofa Tuangafasi and Samisoni Takiyaho. And as well as Newell on the field. So a whole new front row, as well as Anton Leonard Brown in the midfield. Just see who he's replaced. Not sure who he has replaced. Dylan says it would be great for a Southern Hemisphere dominance with these tours. Absolutely. So Sevu Reece have gone off, and Anton Leonard Brown has come on. So Geordie will probably move to the right winger. Here comes the All Blacks from their own try line. Geordie Barrett still at that first receiver. Aaron Smith now waiting for it just inside his own 22. Yanni Mayers, his best commentary on YouTube. Thanks, Yanni. And that kicks into touch round about 5 meters outside of the 22 of the All Blacks. Roxanne asked, when did you start YouTube? So, started it back at basically towards the end of 2019, Roxanne. But only have been doing commentary for the last 2 years or so. Started the commentary in 2020, late 2020, I think. So with 21 minutes to play in this game, Ken Owens with the throw into this line out, finds Tunza, but it's overthrown at the back. Now Newell up over the 10-meter line for the All Blacks. Aaron Smith now flat pass out. White, Richie Mo'unga, it's Geordie Barrett trying to straighten things up. Just up over the 10. Now Aaron Smith again. Back it comes now to Frizzell, who's had a really good game himself. Right in the middle of the field now, Aaron Smith. Gets it back to Mo'unga, goes for a little chip kick over the top. And it's Caleb Clark. It's Rico Ioane, in fact, but the bounce of the ball just not good enough there for him. And into touch. Roxanne says New Zealand are probably going to win. So with 20 minutes to play, it certainly looks that way at the moment. Line out on the 10-meter line of Wales now. And their own fault, really. They should have just been able to get that line out. So with 20 minutes to play in this game, 36-23, Wales are trailing this game to the All Blacks. And it is the water break now at the moment for both teams. So in saying that, 36-23 has been a little bit of a high scoring game here between the two sides. As on the field, also for Wales now, number 23 is the player that wasn't in the initial lineup. So Nick Tompkins leaves the field, and I don't think he's too happy with that one. So not happy at all as Watkin comes on for Tompkins as well. The line out secured by Wales at the back now. Gets it out to George North. Wales now with a kick by Priestland. A high up and under. Chased down by Lewis Rees-Zammit. That ball is going to be knocked on by Zammit. And now Geordie Barrett out to Ofa Tuangafasi. 20 minutes to play in this one. We are going to come back for that little knock on from Lewis Rees-Zammit. And with 20 minutes to play, a 13-point lead is a massive one. Cameron says the All Blacks will continue to have mixed results until Foster has been replaced. He is persistent with all players when he should have started with incorporating the youthful players. Zakabula says mixed result. The last game they lost was in Mbombela, wasn't it? And then Angelino says, Skuru, why don't you have do a playthrough of Rugby 08 World Cup mode? You can even mod it to have the latest next year Rugby World Cup graphics, or even play through the All 2000 World Cup. I might do that, Angelino. We'll just wait and see what's going to happen on the channel. 18 or 19 minutes to play in this one. Aaron Smith now to feed this one. The scrum goes down. It's a penalty to the All Blacks. And some pressure there for collapsing the scrum. And I guess that about sums up the day for Wales. Every time they've gotten into a good situation, they tend to blow it. That kick's going to find touch roundabout between the 10 and the 22 meter line. Cameron says last week Japan, the scoreboard was in the All Blacks' favour, but they lost that game. So, 18 minutes to play as Akira Ioane comes onto the field here for the All Blacks. 36-23 at the moment. As Frizzell leaves the field. And a really strong game from the number 6 today. Can the All Blacks now just seal this game off? Samisoni Takiawa, the throw-in, finds Scott Barrett in the front. Still moving forward is this All Blacks small now, as Aaron Smith waits for it. Still coming. All Blacks still moving forward now. Aaron Smith, Geordie Barrett straightens it up over the 22-meter line. 5 meters inside the 22. Smith back to Ofa Tuangafasi, flat pass. Beautiful to Anton Leonard-Brown. Now Scott Barrett again. Now just 10 meters out, Aaron Smith. Flat pass to Samisoni Takiao. Now another pick up and go from Akira Ioane. They're about 7 meters out from the try line. The All Blacks looking to seal off this game now. Ofa Tuangafasi at scrum off here. Looking to get the ball out to Scott Barrett. Another pick up and go from Ofa Tuangafasi. Now it's Aaron Smith waiting for it about 10 meters out from the try line. They've been driven backwards a little bit. Still coming Smith now. Back to Scott Barrett. Still about 7 meters out. Ardie Savia, pick up and go from him. Now 5 meters out from the try line. Aaron Smith now gets the pass out to... who was that? To Caleb Clark. But I think he's knocked it on. No, says the referee. Play on here. 10 meters out from the try line. It's Akira Ioane again. Now about 7 meters out as the All Blacks right in the middle of the field. Taken up by Samisoni Takiao. 5 meters out, right in the middle of the field. Ofa Tuangafasi, penalty advantage coming now. Richie Mo'unga on a loop around. No, it's Beauden Barrett who tried to straighten things up there, but unable to get past the defence there. Now Smith again, still coming with the forwards. Is the All Blacks now. Takiao, still 5 meters out from the try line. Smith throws a little dummy, nearly goes himself. 2 meters out from the try line. Now it's Ardie Savia waiting for it. Another penalty advantage here, not held in a tackle, and Ardie Savia gets over for the try. Well, have the try been awarded though? We're going to have to wait and see. Time is up off the clock. Time is off. We are going to... Oh, the try's been awarded by the referee. So 41 points to 23 now. And that is just summing up the game. Oh, was that try scored? Yeah, no, there's the try. An easy try then. And Ardie Savia, who's had a brilliant game today as well, gets the try for them. Sakabula says, no, they won. LOL didn't win pretty, but they won. So with 15 minutes to play in this game, 41 to 23. And unfortunately, that losing streak is going to continue for Wales today. Conversion to come now from Richie Mo'unga. And looking really good today is this All Blacks outfit. Wales have had plenty of opportunities, but they've just allowed the All Blacks in every time that they've scored some points of their own. So here comes the conversion in from Richie Mo'unga then. From about 10 meters out from the right-hand touchline, and is going to pull it to the right again. So 41 to 23, the scoreline at the moment between the two sides. Onto the field comes, let's just see who that replacement is for them. Kieran Hardy on the field for Wales now. Oh, it's actually Sam Costello who's on the field now for them in the place of Reece Priestland. So Costello then with the kickoff finds Sam Whitelock, and inside the 22 now. Brad Weber on the field also for the All Blacks as Takiao takes it up for the All Blacks. Still about 13 minutes to play in this game. All Blacks in total control of this one. An 18-point lead for them as they go with the kick over the top now. taken by Anscombe between the halfway and the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory. Now Kieran Hardy gets it out to the big prop forward Dylan Lewis. Can't get it out now. Here they come again. Flat pass around, loops around, Costello to Perick. Lewis resammed into a bit of space. Nearly runs around Caleb Clark, but into touch it goes. So quick throw in here from the All Blacks, and now they're coming with a counter attack. It's Geordie Barrett with a kick downfield, taken by Anscombe just outside his own 22. Goes to the kick downfield, straight into the hands of Bowden Barrett this time. Oh, it's been charged down by Wales, and here comes an opportunity. They just, into touch. 5 meters out from the try line. Anscombe should have looked on his right. He had Rio Dyer coming in at pace, but into touch 5 meters out from the try line. Great charge down from Anscombe, and picked it up, had a run, had to look on his inside. Richie Moanga back to make the cover tackle. An absolutely try saver. And did he actually run that into touch, or did he touch the foot of Rio Dyer? Nevertheless, it is going to be a line out to the All Blacks, 5 meters out from the try line. Sakabula says, really annoying that it takes 3 minutes to award a try. So line out to the All Blacks then, 5 meters out from their own try line here. And let's see what they can do with this. Takiao with the throw in. Taking a long time with this throw in is Takiao now. To the front to Scott Barrett. Controls it well. Brad Weber. Out it comes to Artie Sevilla. Sets it up about 5 meters out from his try line. Brad Weber waiting for it. I think he's going to go with the box kick over the top himself. Does so. And into touch it goes. Will they throw it quickly? No, they won't. So line out between the 10 and the 22 for Wales now inside All Blacks territory. 41 points to 23 at the moment. And safe to say that the All Blacks have won this game. Tupou Vai now also on the field here in the place of Scott Barrett. So line out throw by Elias is on the field as well. Sloppy but well collected there by Costello. Now on the 10 meter line, Faletau. Definitely the Welsh best player on the field today. Now Kieran Hardy. Out it comes to Raffle, who sets it up just up over the 10 meter line. Hardy again. Back to Anscombe's flat pass out to George North, going absolutely nowhere there. Now Faletau again up over the 10, between the 10 and the 22 now. Kieran Hardy, it's Anscombe, gets the pass out to the prop forward now. 6 phases, Hardy again, Anscombe again. Held up in a tackle beautifully by Akira Ioane on that occasion. Still coming though is Wells from the 10 meter line. Hardy again, back it comes now to George North, sets it up, just up over the 10. Ryan Elias takes it up. Now Hardy again. Anscombe, the pass out to Dylan Lewis. A penalty advantage coming for Wales. And there's the penalty right in the middle of the field on the 10 meter line. Sakabula says go All Blacks. So 9 minutes to play in this game. Costello now to kick this downfield for Wales. Costello to find touch, and that's going to find touch about 5 meters inside the 22 of the All Blacks. They say about 15 meters to go to the try line, so an opportunity for Wales to get a consolation try in this game with about 9 minutes to play in this game. Let's just fix that scoreboard then. So still 9 minutes to go in this game. As Ryan Elias will throw this one in, finds Will Rowlands Off the back now, Elias, back it comes. Oh, it's a beautiful little run there from Owen Watkin, but he's held up about 5 metres short. Now Hardy again. Hardy gets it out, knock on from Wales, 7 metres out from the try line. It's going to be a scrum down to the All Blacks. Under this, well, right in the middle of the field, 10 metres away from their own try line. Jeff Otto, when does the Springboks play? So they're playing after this game, and about in half an hour from now will be the kickoff to that game. We will be doing that game as well. So with 8 minutes to play, it's the All Blacks once again showing their dominance in this one, and I think Ardie Savea is going to be the man of the match for this one. Either him or Aaron Smith. 14 carries, 54 metres made, and 10 tackles. Jeff Otto says, Dankie Guru, no problem, Jeff. So a chance now for the All Blacks to clear their ball again here. Scrum feed coming from Brad Weber. 10 metres out from their own try line, right in the middle of the field for the All Blacks now. 41 points to 23 it is at the moment. Brad Weber to feed it in. Taken off the back by Ardie Savea now. Gets the pass out. Weber again goes with a little grubber kick through. And a chase coming now from Ioane. But it's well taken by Rio Dyer. Just inside the half of the All Blacks and pushed into touch. It's going to be an All Black line out. Brilliant defensive effort from the All Blacks and Rico Ioane in particular. 41 to 23. 7 minutes to play. Rio Dyer did well initially, but the All Blacks just pushing him out. Now here comes the All Blacks from the halfway line. Brad Weber out to Sam Whitelock. It's Bowden Barrett, flat pass to Akira Ioane. Up over the top to Caleb Clark now, straightening it up over the 10 metre line of Wales. Brad Weber again is held in a tackle by Tuperik, but the referee blows on his whistle offside by Justin Tuperik. And the All Blacks now can kick this to the corner again. With 6 minutes to play. 6 minutes left in this game. And the All Blacks now kicking to the corner. Bowden Barrett finds touch about 15 metres out from the try line. 6 minutes to play in this game. All Blacks worthy of a great second half. 41 to 23. It's an 18-point lead for them, and one that will not be taken back in this last 6 minutes or 5 minutes. Line out taken by Tupovai. Here comes the driving maul from the All Blacks now. Just shows you when you underestimate the All Blacks at most, that is when they're at their most dangerous indeed. So, not quite sure what happened there, but break up in broadcast there, as not quite sure what happened there. But either way, we have a break up in play at the moment, guys. So, not quite sure what is happening there, but we've got about 5 minutes to go in this game. So, we'll wait and see if we can get any transmission here. But I think as far as this contest goes, it's over. And just giving it a minute or so to see if we're going to get coverage back. Yeah, there we go. So the All Blacks have been pushed back to about 10 metres out from the try line. Right in the middle of the field now with 4.5 minutes to go. Brad Weber now gets the pass out to Sam Whitelock. Sam Whitelock drives it up 10 metres out. Now Geordie Barrett straightening it up 5 metres out from the try line. Brad Weber out to Tupovai. Tupovai sets it up now. Again, Brad Weber waiting for it. It comes back to Dalton Papali. He's just been just as strong today. 5 metres out from the try line. Coming now is Brad Weber. Another dart this time from Tupovai. Brad Weber again, changing the direction. Oh, it's an easy try for Geordie Barrett. Geordie Barrett gets the try, and that's a really good one. So try time to the All Blacks once again. 46 points to 23 it is at the moment. And just want to go and clear that real quickly. So height user on the channel. And it's the All Blacks who've just showed total dominance. 46 points to 23 in this game. A nice try there from Jordie Barrett. And it's becoming a hammering here. A hammering for the Wales side. 46 to 23 with 3 minutes to play. It's just not going to work out the way they planned it today. So now, Beauden Barrett with a conversion attempt then. Let's see what they can do with this last couple of minutes of this game. Joe Otto asks, where can you download Rugby Challenge? So from Steam, you can purchase it on Steam and then download it from there. So 48 points to 23. It's been a disappointing display, but very much to what I said. I did say that the All Blacks will be pulling away in the last 20 minutes or so. And that's exactly what has happened here with 2 minutes to play. 48 to 23. Jordie Barrett restarts it. Gets it out now to Anton Leonard-Brown. Barry says, sadly, Wales let it go. Absolutely. Brad Weber now back to Tupovai. 2 minutes to play. Brad Weber now, Beauden Barrett throws a little dummy. Gets the pass out to Dakiao. Dakiao now on a run up to the halfway line. Between the 10 and the halfway. Brad Weber, the pass out to Akira Ioane. Great pace here from the All Blacks. It's Brad Weber to Rieko Ioane. Rieko Ioane up. Oh, he's still going. It's Rieko Ioane. The pass to Brad Weber knocked on. And it will be a scrum down to Wales. 5 meters inside their own 22 with a minute and a half to go. Disappointing, unfortunately, from them. Barry says, but in terms of score, a little bit better if you look at the hammering of the last encounter. Well, still not a great result, Barry. I think Wales could have done a lot better, but hats off to this All Black side for playing the way that they have. There's a minute left in this game, and the All Blacks have dominated it completely. So Ari Sevilla has been named the player of the match. Great performance, and Nicky Smith falling for the biggest dummy of his life in a lead up to one of Ari Sevilla's tries. It's going to be a reset scrum here, last 30 seconds of this game, and it is what it is, unfortunately. The All Blacks winning quite comfortably here in this game. 20 seconds to go. We are probably going to have to leave it if this game goes longer on, because we have to start with the Springboks Ireland game in a little bit, but we'll leave it for another minute or so. Let's see this one out. We'll probably start the Springbok game 10 minutes later than projected. Scrum feed now for Kieran Hardy. Time is up on the clock. And this time a free kick to Wales. Kieran Hardy gets it off the back now. They're going to run this from their own 22 as a bit of space opens up for Rio Dyer. But quickly up over that is the All Blacks, and that ball going to come out, and Papa Lee puts the pressure on Hardy. Now Anschcombe gets it back to Will Rowlands. Rowlands just sets it up again. Now Anschcombe tries to find Watkin, but driven back in the tackle. And there's just no way through for these guys. Oh, Anschcombe slips as well. Quickly up over that ball. Penalty to the All Blacks. Holding on the ground. And will the All Blacks go for another try or just put this over to make it 50? Will they try and humiliate this Wales side here? Well, they are going to go for the try here. Barry says maybe Wales get a consolation try. Not going to happen. I'm dreaming, says Barry. So one last go here for the All Blacks, looking for another try. 48-23 already. Samisoni Takiao with the throw into this lineup. To the back they go. Sam Whitelock now. Controlled at the back by Samisoni Takiao. 5 meters out from the try line. Here comes the drive from the All Blacks. It's Takiao over for the try. And that will just wrap it up here. 53-23 with the conversion to come. An absolute hammering of the Wales side again today. And the dream of winning for the first time since 1953 blown into shatters by this All Black side today. Incredible All Black performance, a complete performance from the men in black today. And 53-23 with a conversion to come will wrap this one up. Other hammer haven't been in the first half. It is what it is. So 53-23. Will this conversion still be taken by Beauden Barrett? Yes, it will. So Beauden Barrett looking to get this one over for the All Blacks. Anybody watching this one now, we will be crossing over to the Springboks Island game in just a bit. So give or take 5 to 10 minutes. And we will be live for that one as well. The conversion from Barrett, and over it goes, just to put the final nail in the coffin there. So that's the end of this game. Full time here. The All Blacks winning quite comfortably by 55 points to 23. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers.